Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and I'm here to introduce you to 5 new videos which focus on one stitch, which is called the seed stitch. And the seed stitch is basically single crochet in a chain 1 space and then chain 1 again, and then when you come back in the following rows you just single crochet in the chain 1 space again and chain 1. So it's a beautiful effect that stitch has, and sometimes when you use a really light yarn it tends to look a little bit like knitting. So the projects that we're going to include in this set of 5 are the hat that you see here, and this is started with a single crochet circle at the top, and then you just do the seed stitch all the way down the side of the hat. And this was worked in a bulky weight yarn, so it's very quick and easy. The skill is very easy to do. Now the next thing that I'm going to show you how to do, actually Christina is going to show you how to do these, and I'm going to go to a close-up to show you how to do these. This one is a dishcloth, and this is using the seed stitch in rows, and then there's 2 or 3 rounds of seed stitch on the border to finish it off. And then we have an afghan to show you how to do, and that's using the seed stitch also. And this is what the sample of that afghan looks like. And for this, you use 2 strands of worsted weight yarn and a Q hook, and so this works up super, super quick. And you can see the repeat of the seed stitch right here, and this actually changes colors every 2 rows, so you can keep the color changes on the side. So, and then we're going to show you the basic seed stitch, which looks like this also. And then, last but not least, we're going to show you how to make this belt, which could also double for a scarf. And this is super, super easy. And you leave a long end on your starting chain, and then you join on with a single crochet across, and then you finish off at the end, leaving a long end. So there's no ends to sew in, so that's like the best part of the whole design. So anyway, we're going to take you to a close-up now, and Christina's going to show you how to make these beautiful projects. And make sure that you comment and share and subscribe to our channel, and the links to everything are listed below. And I really want you to visit maggiescrochet.com for all of your crochet supplies. Thank you very much for watching.
Hey everybody, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this seed stitch adult hat. This is made with 2 colors of yarn. Here the pink is my main color, the white is my contrasting color. It's a number 5 chunky yarn. I use the Deborah Norville Serenity, but any chunky yarn is fine. And I'm also using a size I9 hook. It's a pretty simple project, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. With your main color, you'll start by chaining 2. And then in the second chain from the hook, which would be the one closest to your slip knot here, you're going to work 6 single crochets. So just go right down into that chain stitch and work your single crochets. Now you may notice as you're working multiple stitches into this one chain, it's going to kind of want to stretch out a little bit. That's fine. Go ahead and let it, and we can pull it back together later. See, I think that's 5. This should be 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. So now if your center hold there got a little stretched out, just give it a quick tug on your loose end, and that will bring it right back together. Then we're just going to, we're not joining our rounds at this point. So grab a handy dandy stitch marker. I like these little locks here. You can just slide it right in and then pop that right in there, and that's nice and secure, not going to go anywhere. So I know that's my last stitch of round 1. For round 2, I'm going to work 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So at the end of round 1 I had 6 stitches, and now I'm doubling that, and at the end of round 2 I will have 12 single crochet stitches. So that's not going to take very long, but I'll go ahead. Oh no, I'm almost there now. I thought I might cut away, but it's not going to take very long at all to get around this circle. So when you come to your marked stitch, you'll just go ahead, take that marker out, work the 2 stitches in that stitch, and then put your stitch marker back in the last one. So that's the end of round 2 right there. Now rounds 3 through 10 are all slightly different, but they're basically the same. You're going to work 2 single crochets in the next single crochet, and then a single crochet in the next one. So for round 3, you're going to repeat this 2-1 pattern all the way around. So this one gets 2 single crochets, this one gets 1. And the way you'll continue on is each time you'll add an extra stitch that only gets 1 single crochet. So here in round 3, I do two single crochets in 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in the next. 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, like this one here, 1 single crochet in the next. So at the end of round 3, I've got 18 stitches. And then again, when I get to my last stitch, I'll take out my stitch marker, but keep it nearby, work my last stitch of the round in there, and then mark it again. So for round 4, like I said, very similar. You'll start 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So for round 3, it was like a 2 and 1. This time it's 2 and then 2 singles. So I'll repeat this all the way around. For round 5, you'll do 2 single crochets in the first one and then 1 in each of the next 3. Then for round 6, 1 in each of the next 4, and so on. And when you finish row 10, you should have a total of 60 single crochets. So I'm going to keep going around, increasing each row, and I will come back when I have finished row 10 and show you how to continue on from there. So at the end of round 10, I've got 60 single crochets. You can see this it's kind of roundish. It kind of looks like a hexagon, and that's just because of the way that we increased. So now I'm ready to start doing the actual seed stitch part of this pattern. So we're not going to be increasing anymore. Round 11 goes as follows. You'll single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 1, skip the next single crochet, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 1, skip the next single crochet, and so on all the way around. So it's just single crochet 1, chain 1, skipping that space in between, so there's a little bit of a hole there. So I'm going to do this all the way around. I'll repeat it a total of 30 times, and when I get back to my stitch marker here, I should have 30 single crochets and 30 of these little chain 1 spaces. So I'm going to do that, then I'll come back and show you how to continue from there. So at the end of round 11, I've finished going all the way around with my single crochet 1, chain 1, and I'm ready. Now we're going to start joining our rounds. We didn't join all this part, but now we're going to start joining. So I finished my little pattern repeat. I just chained 1. I'm going to skip this single crochet here. That was the last one in the previous round. So that one I'm going to skip, and I'm going to join to the next one. But when I join, I'm going to change colors. So this is how it's going to go. Here's my main color. I've just chained 1. This is the stitch I want to join into. I'm going to insert my hook there, but instead of yarning over, I'm pulling this pink through. I've got my white. There's a slip stitch there. I'm going to put that on my hook. Make sure it's nice and snug. Not tight, just snug. And that white is what you're going to pull through and then pull through the loop already on your hook. And that's going to change your color really nicely. So then you're ready for round 12, which is very similar. You've got your contrasting color here, and you're going to single crochet in the chain 1 space. So here's a single crochet, here's the chain 1 space. Just go right down underneath there, and that's where you'll work your single crochet. Then you'll chain 1, skipping this single crochet. You're going to work a single crochet into the next chain 1 space. So single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 1 space. And you'll do this all the way around. And then when we get back to the beginning, we will join just like we did before, switching colors back to the pink, which I've left hanging off the back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do round 12, and then I'll come back and show you that color change again, just so you're clear on that. So here's the end of round 12, and again, I'm gonna join with a slip stitch, changing color in the process. So I'll take my hook, go into that very first single crochet I did, drop my white to the back, pick up my pink, and that's what I'm going to yarn over, pull through there, and then pull through the loop already on my hook. Now I'm just going to repeat round 11, so I will, or rather I'll repeat round 12. I'm going to single crochet in the first chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, etc., all the way around. And this is going to create kind of a vertical stripe effect, which is going to be really neat. So I just started around 13. I'm going to keep going till I get to around 26 approximately. You can make it a little shorter, a little longer if you prefer, but that's what I'm going to aim for. That's a good kind of middle ground, is to get to around 26. And once I do that, then I'll come back and show you the edging. When you get to whatever size you want your hat to be, like I said, I went up to row 26, and you can see how, like I said, I've got these nice vertical stripes going on with my pink and my white here. So I finished my last row, and I'm just going to put the edging on. So staying with the same color that I just used, so my last row was white, I'm going to just go ahead and stick with that white. I'm going to join this together. And then I'm going to work a slip stitch in each chain 1 space and in each single crochet all the way around. So just a simple, try to make it more complicated, just a slip stitch is all you need to do. And that'll just give you a nice little edging to kind of finish it off. And then once you get back around to the beginning, you can go ahead, fasten off, and weave in your ends. Well guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you've got any questions at all about this project, please leave them in the comments below. I'd also love to hear about your experiences with this project, what colors you used, who you made it for, all sorts of things. So feel free to leave that down in the comments as well. And in the description, you will find the links to everything you need for this project. Thanks for watching, guys.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these two shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.